Welcome on in for today's NFL pick video play. If you're interested in getting all of our week one picks in the NFL, you can check those out over at stumpthespread.com, which is linked down in the video description. Heading into Thursday night's opening matchup here, September 5th, 2019. It's a contest in the NFC North as the Green Bay Packers head on the road to take on the Chicago Bears. Chicago coming into this one as around a field goal favorites at Soldier Field. In this video, going to be talking about where we see the better value on the over-under with that total number at 46.5 points. Just taking a look at what these two squads did during the preseason. The Packers went 2-2. You tend to have your starters play the most amount of minutes during the third preseason game, and that one the Packers lost to the Raiders by a final of 21-22 at home. We look at the Bears. They went 1-3 during the preseason, and the only win that they had actually did come in week 3. That one was on the road against the Indianapolis Colts by a final of 27-17. But you really can't take too much out of the preseason, given the fact that it's just a time for teams to get comfortable with the playbook, and they're trying guys out, seeing how the depth chart is going to play out. So not too much should be taken out of the preseason. Now, as we head towards the regular season, the Bears, a popular pick to go on and win the NFC North. Last year, Chicago surprised a lot of people, leaning on the strength of their defense. They went 12-4 in comparison to the Packers, who were a disappointment at 6-9-1. And how this one plays out could potentially kind of set the table and just get a sense of where these teams are early on in the process in that NFC North race. A lot more focus on the Bears coming into 2019 compared to what we had on Chicago going into 2018. It'll be interesting to see how they adapt to those expectations. The Bears, one of the best defensive units in the NFC last season, and we expect this group to be very strong again in 2019. They should be able to lean on this particular strength, but also the Bears, they made some interesting offensive acquisitions during the offseason, and if they can take a step forward with their offensive consistency, they might even be more of a dangerous threat, although I'd be surprised if they were able to do better than the 12-4 record that they posted last year. Even if they were able to match that, I would think that that would be a pretty impressive number for Chicago. While the Packers, this is trying to be a statement game for them, going on the road into what is considered to be one of the favorites, obviously, here in the NFC North. The Packers trying to show that with Aaron Rodgers at the helm, that they're still a team to be reckoned with in the North. Now, the Packers, they made a lot of interesting acquisitions on the defensive side of the ball. They're hoping that this unit can take a step forward, and then that the offense behind Aaron Rodgers can also continue to do their thing and have a bit more success. Now, given the fact that, particularly with Chicago Bears, the fact that their defense is so important to what they're doing, we feel like this could be one of those very methodical type of grinded-out, defensive-oriented NFC North type matchups. Now, if we take a look at the two games between these two teams last year, the Packers defeated Chicago in week 1 at home by a final of 24-23. So the total in that game hit 47 points, which is right about the number that we're getting in this one. And then the second meeting between these squads was in Chicago. The Bears won that one by a final of 24-17. So the total hitting 43 points in their second meeting. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a similar type of final score in this one, but with the big difference maker being the Chicago Bears' strength on the defensive side of the ball, and also that the Packers made some improvements potentially defensively, we wouldn't be surprised to see this one maybe go a little bit to the lower scoring side. So we are going to go ahead and side with the under 46.5 as the better value bet. Again, guys, siding with the under here as the better value play. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. You can check out all of our picks for today's action and all of our Week 1 NFL picks over at stumpthespread.com, which is linked down in the video description. Consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you guys back here for our next video.